I'm back at it again with another Beatdowns Fights video. This time it's a bit different. I'm gonna try to condense two lists into one video. I know it's kind of a weird take because yesterday someone said to me, "Oh, maybe you should condense it." And so basically, I'm gonna try to do just two videos, but I'm gonna try to condense the two lists of the six fights into one video. So basically, I won't be able to say I enjoy these videos because I'm gonna just get on to the fights here. So the first list I got Red Hulk versus Shelob, the Xenomorph versus Violet Parr, Kit Fisto versus the Indoraptor, the Mutaton versus the Triceratops, the T-Rex versus Cad Bane, and the Toothless versus the TIE Interceptor. So let's get on to these fights here. So the reason why I'm trying to go kind of fast is because I got two lists in one video here, so hopefully I can actually. So the Introsurgery, I enjoy doing these videos for you guys. I'm gonna try to just do two videos per day to try to condense it into two. So I have another list, but I'll do that one after I've done this list and then do the other list in one video. So it's gonna be a lot of fights in one video per time, but I'm going to try and do two videos per day. So I love doing these videos. I enjoy doing these, and I do some spare time. And like I said, I like to do my career because botanical thing. So yeah. So the first fight is Red Hulk versus Shelob. But who'd win in a fight though? So Red Hulk from Brave New World is obviously crazy strong here. Like he's obviously very, very tough. Like Red Hulk from the MCU here is obviously has no chill when it comes to a fight. But he was able to fight against Sam Wilson. But the thing with Shelob from the Lord of the Rings, well, basically it's a giant monster spider, and obviously Shelob is crazy powerful here. Like she's obviously crazy tough. But you gotta remember, Shelob knows how to fight. But I don't know how Shelob would beat Red Hulk in a fight. It is a close fight. It's obviously very close. But I think Red Hulk would beat Shelob in a fight. Next fight is the Xenomorph against Violet Parr. So I think between the two here, the Xenomorph is obviously stronger here. Like Violet from the Incredibles, she's definitely a pretty powerful member. Well, basically, she can make shields and turn invisible. And she can definitely good for a good punch. But because the thing with the Xenomorph, they're obviously have the acidic blood, that can actually hurt Violet too. But I think just how strong they are, and push over max, and just basically everything about them is a weapon. Like their tail, their second jaws, and all that. It is a close fight between the two, but I'm obviously going with the Xenomorph here. So the next fight is Kit Fisto versus the Indoraptor. So the Indoraptor is like one of my favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, just how cool this dinosaur is. So the Indoraptor is honestly crazy strong. It can bend metal with its own strength. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
We're back. Your cereal was too expensive.
Oh,
It was $7.50.
because the thing is with Kit Fisto is he is definitely one of the most powerful Jedi's. Period.
Well, I'll ask him if he wants to go somewhere this afternoon.
and he's obviously quite powerful. Like, he fought against Palpatine for at least 10 seconds before he got killed. But the thing is here, the Clone Wars series is able to overpower General Grievous.
You doing a video?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But anyways, I bought some head and shoulders. So
Oh,
windows
okay.
are empty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just put it in here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this is a close fight between Kit Fisto and the Indoraptor, but I think because Kit Fisto has force advantage, he's gotta win that fight. So the next fight is the Mutadon coming against the Triceratops. I think between these two dinosaurs here, it's definitely the Mutadon here. Like, the Triceratops is obviously has the crazy strength and the horns and all that, but the Mutadon is like a flying Velociraptor. It's basically like a mutated version of a Velociraptor, but still, the Mutadon would win that fight. So the next fight is the T-Rex against Cad Bane. So T-Rex is obviously crazy powerful, like the most powerful dinosaur in all of Jurassic Park. But the T-Rex is obviously crazy strong, but it would stop its being Rico in a dead stop and chop on a helicopter and tear it to shreds. Cad Bane is obviously a very skilled fighter and has a lot of cool weapons and gear, but I still think the T-Rex would win that fight. So the last fight for this list is Toothless versus the TIE Interceptor. So the TIE Interceptor is obviously very powerful here. It obviously has a power blasts and it's fast, but Toothless does have some firepower and very fast too, but I think the TIE Interceptor would win that fight. So the list, this one is Black Krrsantan vs. Mandalorian, Dan vs. Rudy, Austin Powers vs. Axel Foley, Jason Bourne vs. John Rambo, Scream vs. Poe Dameron, Penguins of Madagascar vs. Team Sonic. But who wins these fights? Well, the thing with Black Krrsantan and Mando, they're definitely great fighters in their own ways. Like, Black Krrsantan obviously has a great fighter and has the melee weapons and all that. Like Mando himself is definitely very tough because he's a Beskar and he's skilled and all that. He can fly, but I still think Black Krrsantan would win that fight. So the next fight is Dan versus Rudy from the Ice Age. So Rudy from those movies is a pretty interesting character. Like, he fought against a T-Rex. But Rudy is obviously crazy big, but he's still good in the fight. But the thing with Dan from the Zoopocalypse, Dan knows how to put up a good fight. Well, he's fast, he's strong, throws a good punch, and has teeth and claws. Close fight, but Dan would win that fight. So the next fight is Austin Powers versus Axel Foley. So I think between the two here, they're both skilled fighters. They're both honestly kinda like, Austin might be a little bit more superhuman, but Foley is a great fighter too. But I still think Foley can outfight Austin when it comes to a fight. So yeah, I think Foley would win that fight. So the next one is Jason Bourne versus John Rambo. I think between the two here, Jason Bourne is obviously a very skilled fighter. He's obviously very tough, but he can obviously bleed out too. But the thing is here with Rambo, well, he is crazy tough and strong. Like, he's obviously very skilled, but he knows how to put up a good fight. But I still think because Bourne might be the better fighter, he's the better melee fighter. Like, don't get me wrong, Rambo is a great fighter, but I think Jason Bourne just has more track record when it comes to a fight. So yeah, I think Jason Bourne would win that fight. So the next fight is an interesting one. It's Scream from the Scream movies against Poe Dameron. So I think between the two here, Scream is obviously very aggressive. He's obviously very strong here. But the thing is, he's it's like a knife versus a blaster fight. Like Poe is also the better fighter when it comes to hand to hand, but he knows how to put up a good fight. Plus his blaster, I'm not sure what type of blaster he uses, but still, Poe is tougher. He's better in a fight. Like Scream can definitely put dish out some good blows with that knife, but I still think Poe would outfight Scream in a fight. So yeah, I think Poe would win that fight. So the next fight is a fun fight is Penguins on Madagascar against Team Sonic. So the Penguins of Madagascar are obviously skilled fighters. They're obviously crafty. But Team Sonic are kind of speedsters. Like Sonic is crazy fast. They're very tough. But Knuckles is basically the muscle of that group. Like he's obviously you can flip a good punch, you can chuck on cars, and all that. But I think because the thing with Tails is like the tech one, and they're very smart. But I still think Team Sonic would beat Penguins of Madagascar. So yeah, Team Sonic is winning that fight. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, so bye for now.